Egg laying, the beginning of the cycle, choosing the host plant. Before laying eggs, the female butterfly has an important job. She must find the perfect plant to ensure her babies survive. Each butterfly species has its own specific host plant. For example, the monarch butterfly lays eggs only on milkweed. The swallowtail butterfly prefers plants like fennel or wild carrot. Other species lay eggs on nettles, oak, lemon trees, or grasses. The female butterfly uses chemical signals to choose the right plant. She tastes the leaves with her antennae and sensors under her legs. If the plant is not suitable, she flies away to continue searching. Laying the eggs. Once the right plant is found, the female bends her abdomen under a leaf and lays an egg, sometimes several. The eggs stick to the leaf thanks to a natural adhesive, keeping them safe even in rain or wind. The number of eggs depends on the species. Some butterflies lay a few dozen eggs, spaced carefully. Others lay hundreds at once to increase survival chances. Egg shape, color, and protection. Butterfly eggs are tiny works of art. They can be round, oval, conical, ribbed, or sculpted like tiny pearls. Size, 0.5 to 2 millimeters, often too small to see without a magnifying glass. Color changes over time. Green or pale yellow when first laid, turning gray, brown, or black as the caterpillar grows inside. Some eggs blend with the leaf, while others are toxic or repellent to ants and spiders thanks to chemical defenses. Embryo development. Inside the egg, the single cell divides and grows into an embryo. First, a mass of cells forms. Then a tiny larva appears with a head, mandibles, and first body segments. The embryo uses the nutrients in the egg yolk to grow. When ready, it produces an enzyme that softens the eggshell chorion, then breaks it open with its small mandibles. Hatching, birth of the caterpillar. In a few minutes, the young caterpillar emerges and starts eating immediately. Sometimes it first eats the empty eggshell, full of proteins, before moving to the leaf. This instinctive behavior gives the energy needed for rapid growth. Duration of this stage. Usually 3 to 15 days, depending on species, temperature, and humidity. Higher temperatures speed up development within safe limits. Some species may enter diapause, biological pause, if conditions are not favorable, like during the birth and life of the caterpillar, larva. Hatching. When the caterpillar comes out of the egg, it is very small, often only a few millimeters long. Right after hatching, it usually eats the empty eggshell, a first source of protein and nutrients to start growing. Then it begins to eat the leaves of the host plant where it was born. This stage is very important for survival, because a weak caterpillar that does not eat quickly can die within hours. Feeding and growth. The caterpillar is a real eating machine. It eats almost constantly, leaves, flowers, and sometimes soft fruits. Some species are very picky and will eat only one type of plant, so their survival depends entirely on that plant. During this stage, the caterpillar stores energy that will later be used to build its wings and adult body during metamorphosis. Molting and growth. The caterpillar's skin is rigid and does not grow, so it must molt, shed its skin, several times to grow. Each molt is a growth stage, called instar. Usually, the caterpillar molts 4 to 5 times, but some species may molt more. After each molt, the caterpillar becomes bigger. Its color may change slightly. New patterns or markings may appear, sometimes to hide better or scare predators. Some caterpillars have amazing defenses, fake horns or spikes to scare predators, bright colors or warning patterns showing they are toxic or bad to eat. Defense against predators. Caterpillars are very vulnerable to birds, spiders, ants, and other insects. To survive, they use camouflage, blending in with the color of the leaves. Mimicry, looking like sticks or snakes. Chemical defenses, storing toxins from the plants they eat to make themselves hard to digest. Duration of the larval stage. On average 2 to 4 weeks, depending on temperature, food, and species. The more abundant and nutritious the food, the faster the caterpillar grows. Some caterpillars can extend this stage in winter diapause, if conditions are not favorable. The chrysalis, pupa, the invisible metamorphosis, finding a safe shelter. When the caterpillar reaches its full size and has stored enough energy, it enters a crucial phase, preparing to transform. It looks for a protected place to attach itself, a strong branch, a leaf safe from wind and predators, or sometimes the ground under dead leaves. Some species make silk tunnels or cocoons for extra protection. This search for safety is very important because the chrysalis is immobile and completely vulnerable. It cannot defend itself. Attaching and forming the chrysalis. The caterpillar produces a silk thread from its salivary glands in its head. It attaches firmly to its support, often hanging in a J shape or aligned on a branch. Then it sheds its last larval skin, revealing the chrysalis underneath. The chrysalis is often hard and smooth, sometimes decorated with gold or silver spots to confuse predators or reflect light. Internal metamorphosis. Although the chrysalis looks calm and still, an amazing transformation happens inside. The caterpillar's tissues gradually break down into a cell-rich liquid. These cells, called imaginal cells, group together and form the organs of the adult butterfly. Wings with colors and patterns. Antennae and proboscis for drinking nectar. Legs and internal organs, digestive system, muscles. The adult butterfly gradually takes shape, while the outside of the chrysalis stays protective and stable. This is called a complete transformation. The caterpillar seems to disappear and a new butterfly emerges. Protection and camouflage. The chrysalis is very vulnerable. It cannot move or defend itself. To survive, some species blend in with leaves or branches. Others have bright colors or metallic spots to mimic light or warn predators that they are toxic. Some can even enter diapause during winter, delaying emergence until spring. Duration of the chrysalis stage. Usually 1 to 2 weeks, but it can last several months depending on the species, temperature, season. Migratory butterflies, or those in cold climates, can stay in the chrysalis all winter, a process called pupal hibernation. The birth and life of the adult butterfly, imago, emerging from the chrysalis. When the butterfly is ready, the chrysalis splits open. The adult butterfly slowly pushes out. Its wings are soft and crumpled because they formed in a small space. Before flying, it pumps a fluid called hemolymph into its wings to stretch and strengthen them. Then it waits for its wings to dry and harden, which can take a few hours to a day depending on temperature and humidity. During this phase, the butterfly is very vulnerable to predators. First flights and feeding. Once its wings are ready, the butterfly flies to find food, mainly flower nectar, but some species also eat fermented fruit juice, sap, minerals from mud, stones, or even animal tears, puddling. These minerals are important for fertility and longevity, especially for males. Reproduce. Males find females using chemical signals, pheromones, and bright colors. After mating, the female lays her eggs, starting a new life cycle. Ecological role. The adult butterfly is not just for reproduction. It plays a key role in the ecosystem. Pollination. By visiting flowers, it moves pollen from plant to plant. Food chain. It serves as food for birds, spiders, and other predators, helping maintain natural balance. Defense behaviors. Butterflies use colors and patterns to hide or scare predators. Some have eye-like spots on their wings to frighten birds. Toxic butterflies, like the monarch, show bright warning colors to signal they taste bad. Lifespan of the adult butterfly. Short lifespan. Many butterflies live a few days to 2 weeks. Long lifespan. Migratory butterflies, like the monarch, can live up to 9 months, storing energy for long migrations. Lifespan depends on species, food availability, and climate. Reproduction and the end of the cycle mating. Adult butterflies reach sexual maturity a few days after emerging from the chrysalis. Males use pheromones from females to find them over long distances. Mating can last from a few minutes to several hours, depending on the species. During this time, the male transfers sperm and nutrients to the female, which helps fertilize the eggs and nourish the female for laying eggs. Egg laying. After mating, the female searches for a specific host plant, usually the same type her mother chose. Each egg is carefully placed to increase survival chances, sheltered from wind, rain, and predators. Some females lay hundreds of eggs in their lifetime, but they often live only a few weeks after laying. Natural end of life. After reproduction, the adult butterfly's life comes to an end. Many butterflies die exhausted from flying and mating because their body is focused on continuing the species. Lifespan varies by species. Short-lived butterflies, a few days to 2 weeks. Migratory butterflies, like monarchs, several months to complete their migration. Ecological impact and evolution. Even after death, butterflies play an important ecological role. Their bodies provide food for predators and contribute to the food chain. Reproduction ensures the continuity of a cycle millions of years old, allowing the evolution and diversification of butterfly species. Each new generation continues the cycle. Egg, caterpillar, chrysalis, adult, reproduction.